Hi everybody, welcome to today's vlog. Today I'm going to be talking about something that's really not political, but it is something that affects a lot of different nations, and that is the red light camera. A lot of major cities here in the States have red light cameras. I know they have them in Europe, and recently a voter referendum was voted in to disable them. Because here in Texas, we believe in due process. And the way it works is, if you run a red light camera, it takes your picture, and you get a letter in the mail saying that you have to pay this fine, and then you send the money in, and that's it. Well, yeah, I got popped by a red light camera. And you get this letter in the mail. It's a private company called American Traffic Solutions, and they're based in Arizona. So I'm getting a letter from Arizona about a red light that I ran in Texas. It doesn't make any sense. So they came up for a voter referendum to deactivate the cameras. Now ATS went ahead and sued the city of Houston in order to collect the remaining balance on what is owed for the service. And a federal judge has ruled that our referendum was invalid because it was past the 30 days required by law in order to repeal the city ordinance. And now Mayor Anise Parker of Houston has decided to go ahead and turn them back on to generate revenue, going against the will. Just because something was slightly off about a voter referendum doesn't mean that she has the right to ignore the will of the people. We, the people, have said we don't want these red light cameras. And one of the reasons that the red light cameras are so highly protested here in Houston, because according to our court system, you have the right to face your accuser. How do you get a camera to testify in court? You can't. You can show me all the data. Oh, they reduce accidents and they blah, blah, blah. Actually, believe it or not, when the red light cameras were first initiated in Houston, accidents went up like 30%. When they were taken down, they dropped 16%. Red light cameras are nothing more than a money grab. Now, like I said, I don't know how they work in Europe. I don't know if in Europe or any other nation, if you get popped by a camera, if you don't pay it, do they revoke your driver's license or make it so you can't register your vehicle? I don't know what it is. But here in Houston, under the red light camera ordinance, that is a civil infraction, which means if you don't pay it, it simply goes to a collection agency. It doesn't show up on your driving record. It's not reported to the Texas Department of Public Safety. There's no criminal, what's a good word, conviction in dealing with this issue. Now granted, yes, it's wrong to run a red light, even though, yeah, I did it once. You can't make people just pay money because they took a picture of you, and that's wrong. And one case in point is a gentleman in Arizona. This is actually pretty good. Ran through a lot of red light cameras or speeding traps, because they also in Arizona have cameras that catch you speeding. And he drove around wearing a monkey mask. And he went to court and told the court, prove it was me. I never heard anything else on the case. DPS claims that they were actually having a form of surveillance on this gentleman for some reason. I don't know why. But, they're pretty sure it was him. Well, in a court of law, you have to be 100% sure of somebody, breaking the law. I just wanted to know, what are your thoughts on red light cameras? Are they good? Are they bad? Do they deny due process? Are they just a revenue generator for your city? But one case in point I wanted to bring up was when these cameras initially were put up in Houston. Houston was trying to make it sound like if you didn't pay your fine, you couldn't get your vehicle registered. And the county, Houston is in Harris County, the county said, you need to quit telling people this because it's not true. So, yeah, in my opinion, red light cameras are nothing more than a money grab. Because if you can't face your accuser in court, you didn't commit a crime.